Understanding how to correctly train to move that 90-pound sled for the sprint drag carry. And a lot of this video is going to tear down a lot of old school military fitness philosophies. I'm a former drill sergeant and a tactical strength and conditioning coach, and if you scroll down, you'll see videos of me doing the sprint drag carrying and being in the 120s. The first thing we want to get across to you is the two things that this is actually testing whenever we ask you to go move this 90-pound sled. The first is how well you can actually go through that single leg hip extension, or your ability to drive your heel into the ground, extend your knee and hip, keep your core good and tight, and get your shoulders behind your hips. We want you to be able to do that and then alternate to the other leg. What happens whenever you're able to have this repeated process occur is you cause this dragging effect. Remember, this is the sprint drag carry, not the sprint pull carry. Whenever we're having this control fault effect and we're dragging the sled, we utilize much less energy in order to actually move the sled. And we're training that good hip extension and single leg balance, as opposed to pulling the sled. This is what causes that burning sensation in your thigh. It's not the sprint pull carry. Second thing that it's testing is your high intensity muscular endurance, or the ability for a joint to perform a repetitive action and resist the effects of stress or fatigue upon it from having it perform an action incorrectly. This is roughly what high intensity muscular endurance is, but think about that and how we're going to train for it. The way that we train for this is we'll set up the sleds out on a PT field. We'll have people do the actual drag. We'll do it in battle buddy teams. And we'll have one of them that are providing good coaching and cueing, making sure that the individual is doing the reps correctly. As soon as they perform a rep incorrectly, they're giving them a shoulder tap and the other person will go. Same thing, the person who just came off the sled is coaching and cueing the other, and as soon as they see a rep performed incorrectly, they're tapping them and letting them go on break. What happens whenever we do this is we minimize the amount of incorrectly performed reps, as opposed to whenever you have a unit that sets it up and they just have everybody pull the sled up and down 8 or 10 times. While yeah, soldiers were able to do that and there were some benefits or gains that come from them, ultimately what happens is they maximize the amount of incorrectly performed reps that they were occurring. This creates a lot of landmines or plateaus that are going to have to be dealt with later on in that soldier's career. So if we want to ensure that we minimize those landmines, those plateaus, and we maximize the training time for tomorrow, right? Because we're always a training principle. We're maximizing tomorrow's training time. We want to ensure that each one of those reps is performed correctly. And we do that by making sure whenever a rep is performed incorrectly, we tap them and put them on rest so they can fully recover and then go through another set of correctly performed reps. These are the two key things that you need to know and understand if you're going to train to improve your ability to move that 90-pound sled. Till the end.